David Kaminsky. I'm the band director and the director of music here in Georgetown. Excuse me. All right. Well, welcome to yet another winter concert. As we did last year, we're going to start with our middle school jazz band. That was a new project last year. We actually started about a year and a half ago, the preceding spring, and sort of caught on just a little bit. So we're going to play 2 tunes for you. We got started a little late because of the whole rigmarole with activities and whatnot, but we were able to put together a couple of things for tonight's concert. So the first one's just the blues. It's called "It's Never Over Until the Fat Lady Swings." Thank you very much. What all these brave souls over here doing, a little bit of improvisation, making it up within the framework of the blues. They'll be learning a lot more about that. There's everything we can do to put all these songs together, get a little bit of improvisation going, which is the heart of jazz, of course. And we'll spend the second half of the year sort of learning a lot more about improvisation, chords, and all that good stuff. Hey, you guys have no idea what I'm going to do with. So. All right, we got a little bit of Christmas music for you here. It is a winter concert, so we got some setters up here and all that beautiful stuff. So this is Up on the Housetop. so much. Georgetown Middle School Jazz Band, everybody. We're gonna take a few minutes. I have to turn this jazz band set into a 6th grade band set, so if you'll bear with us for a few minutes, we're gonna turn the lights back on and do that, okay? Thanks, everyone. Okay, thanks for your patience. This is the 6th grade band. They meet by themselves 3 days out of 6. And we've got 2 tunes for you. The first one is a march. I always like to say it's not really a band concert without a march. This is called the Golden Eagle March. Thank you very much. All right. You may notice, those of you who have children in the 6th grade band, that it doesn't sound a whole lot different. The songs are a little longer, but it doesn't sound a whole lot different than the bands that you saw Mr. Knapp do at the Pembroke. There are some significant differences, though. A, the songs are a little longer and a little bit more complicated. I won't get into how. And the band is a little bit fuller sounding. And the reason for that, as some of you already know, because your children probably gone home and told you about this, is that we have some instruments that you just don't see at the Pembroke band. It's not because they're not doing their job down there. They're doing a wonderful job down there. It's just that one of the things that we do here in the 6th grade band in the first semester is just learn how to be a middle school band. And one of the first things that we have to do is sort of fill out our instrumentation. So we need to sort of have some of those sort of larger instruments, bass instruments, and some of those middle instruments. So we have some really brave students who switched on to larger versions of their instruments, and then some even braver students who switched on to completely different instruments. And so if we could give all those brave students a hand for helping fill out that sound. Appreciate that. You will hardly see the difference when the 7th and 8th grade band comes up right now. And honestly, you will, I say this every year, and I mean it, and it always happens, you will see a major difference with these folks right here when you see them in May for their spring concert. Um, I will be honest with you, this is the first time in 5 years that I've had a sixth grade band who's only been able to do 2 songs. I didn't want to put out an inferior program for you, so we're going to do 2 and we're going to do them well. This next one is Christmas Seasonings, and the reason why we did this is because it allowed us to get these other instruments integrated into the band. As for sort of a more full explanation of why only 2, I'm going to let you and your children discuss that if you haven't at home. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. All right, this is Christmas Seasonings. Enjoy. Thanks so much. Again, that's the 6th grade band. They're going to go upstairs, and our 7th and 8th grade band are going to come on down, race the stage, and have 6 more for you. Thank you. This is the 7th and 8th grade band, but I think you are in for a treat. This is what 6th grade bands turn into when they get a little older. Again, you know me, gotta have a march. So the first thing I'm going to play for you is a march called Genius. sixth graders who are waiting. We're reading pieces like I taught you. That makes me feel good. All right. The next piece on the program, Largo means very slow, and this is a slow movement of the New World Symphony by Antonin Dvorak. It's actually a folk song. You might know it as Going Home. I think a lot of you will recognize the melody. And one of the reasons why we did this is that probably next week I will be sending information out about 7th and 8th grade trip, as well as my high schoolers in the 8th grade chorus, going to a music festival and a trip to Six Flags in May. And I always like to get ready for that even here in the spring, even here in the wintertime. And last spring when we went, one of the main criticisms we got was that we didn't know how to play legato style very well. And legato style is that sort of slow, soft, smooth, pretty stuff. And so there's a lot of that in here. And so even though technically the piece is not very difficult, the kids will tell you if you ask them that this is easily our most difficult piece of music. It takes an awful lot of concentration to make this one come off. But hopefully you will enjoy the Largo from the New World Symphony. and the next piece, Centuria, is one that's much like what we would play at a festival, and so I did this one in anticipation of something that we might do in May, and pretty easy to say that it's the favorite of a lot of the students up here, and I think you'll enjoy quite a bit too. This is Centuria by James Barrington. thank you very much. I'm glad that you enjoyed that. Takes a little bit more polishing to get ready for May, but we're well on our way. All right, it's worth noting that our 7th graders up here are quite gallant, holding their own with the 8th graders. The 8th graders actually have me 6 days out of six, which is quite a luxury. If you ask parents with middle schoolers in other towns how much they get bands, they probably won't tell you that they get it every day. We're pretty lucky that we get it every day here in the 8th grade. The 7th graders have it 3 days out of 6, and that's still a good portion, but we're able to get quite a bit more work done in the 8th grade, as you can imagine. So this next piece is, I forgot to put it in the program that is such, but this piece, Christmas Flourish, or maybe I did put it in, I forget now. This Christmas Flourish is just going to be the 8th graders, and it's going to open up the holiday portion of our program. Usually we do these concerts, on Tuesday nights, and then have the high school concert on Wednesday nights. Every couple of years, the first night of Hanukkah happens to fall on the first Tuesday in December, just sort of the way it works out. And that's what happened this year, so we pushed it back to Monday. I kind of like it Monday, Wednesday, I get a day off in between, so to speak. But as you can see in the program, we've got a medley called Hanukkah Celebration, and this is for everyone, not just the folks who are going to be celebrating Hanukkah tomorrow night. I think you'll enjoy it. I know the kids do. Thanks so much. It takes a whole town to put on a band concert, and so I want to say a few thank yous. First of all, I want to thank John Fauché and the staff of the middle school for allowing us to do an assembly this morning, and they allowed us to do some combined rehearsals with these folks right here. He's absolutely wonderful, very supportive. Peter Lucia, our principal, is very supportive. Gary Robbins, our other assistant principal, also very supportive. Our superintendent, Mrs. Jacobs, very supportive. I want to thank all of them for their support. I want to thank the Georgetown Music Parents, Executive Board, and other members of the Music Parents. Of course, you're all members of the Georgetown Music Parents just by being Music Parents. I want to thank all of you for any donations that you made tonight. They will be spent wisely, I can assure you. I won't go into the speech now. I'll save that for May, what we do with all of those. But we've got a lot of things that we do for the kids with those donations and the program. And most of all, I want to thank all of you for coming out to watch us tonight and being supportive and actually providing us with a band program. I hope that you're finding it worthwhile. Our last piece, I invite you to participate with us. It's called Christmas Serenade, and I have put an insert in your program. You probably noticed it. It's the white one that's not cut so well. Sorry for those of you who got a not so neat looking one. And so all the words of the 3 songs that we've got going on here on our Christmas Serenade are right there. And just a little warning, each tune has a little bit of an introduction, and then I'll sort of bring you in, and you'll sort of know what to do from there. So enjoy the Christmas Serenade. thank you so very much for everything. And no matter what you're celebrating, tomorrow or later on this month, or if at all, we wish you peace. Thanks, have a great night, and don't forget to pick up your pencil. Thanks everyone. Feel free to call and email if you have any questions. Love to talk to you.